Kuki writes in India, the imperative for Kuki land? The Kuki people, an indigenous ethnic group primarily inhabiting the northeastern region of India, have a rich and complex history that has been shaped by their struggles for autonomy, identity, and recognition. Their journey from pre-colonial autonomy to post-colonial marginalization is marked by resilience and resistance against external forces, particularly during the British colonial era. The Kuki people's sacrifices in the fight for India's independence, particularly their involvement in the Indian National Army, INAA, underscore the need for a separate state, often referred to as Kukuland. Granting Kukuland is not merely a political demand. It is a necessary acknowledgement of the Kuki people's historical contributions and sacrifices for the nation. Historical context: pre-colonial autonomy. Before the arrival of British colonial rule, the Kuki people enjoyed a significant degree of autonomy over their lands and governance. They had established social structures, customs, and languages that were integral to their identity. The Kuki Hills, rich in natural resources, served as both a source of sustenance and a cultural bastion for the Kuki community. Their traditional practices, communal living, and deep connection to the land fostered a strong sense of identity and belonging. However, the onset of colonial rule disrupted this autonomy. The British sought to impose their authority over the Kuki territories, leading to a series of conflicts and uprisings. The Kuki people, known for their fierce independence, resisted colonial encroachment, leading to violent confrontations. This resistance was not merely a struggle for land, it was a fight for their identity, culture, and way of life. The fight against British colonialism. From 1917 to 1919, the Kuki people played a significant role in the broader struggle for India's independence. Over 80 Kuki individuals joined the Indian National Army, INA, led by Subhas Chandra Bose, to fight against British rule. This participation was a testament to their commitment to their cause of freedom and their desire to reclaim their rights. The Kuki people's involvement in the INA was not just a military endeavor. It was a declaration of their identity and a rejection of colonial oppression. However, the British response to Kuki resistance was harsh and punitive in an effort to quell the uprising and maintain control over the region. The colonial authorities implemented measures that included the division of Kuki territories. This division not only fragmented the Kuki homeland, but also sowed discord among the Kuki people, undermining their unity and collective identity. The arbitrary borders drawn by the British divided the Kuki Hills into parts of present-day India, Myanmar, and Bangladesh, effectively erasing the historical and cultural continuity of the Kuki people. The rewriting of Kuki history. In addition to territorial divisions, the British colonial regime sought to rewrite Kuki history to legitimize their control and diminish the Kuki people's claims to their lands. By distorting historical narratives and promoting a colonial perspective, the British aimed to subdue the Kuki identity and assert their dominance. This historical revisionism has had lasting effects, contributing to a fragmented sense of identity among the Kuki people and complicating their struggle for recognition and rights. The lack of unity among the Kuki community today can be traced back to these colonial policies, which deliberately aim to weaken their collective strength. The divisions created during the colonial era have persisted, leading to internal conflicts and a struggle for representation within the broader national framework. The Kuki people's historical narrative has been marginalized, and their contributions to the freedom struggle have often been overlooked. Post-colonial struggles and the demand for Kukuland. In the post-colonial era, the Kuki people have continued to advocate for their rights and recognition within the Indian state. The demand for a separate state, often referred to as Kuki land, has gained momentum as a legitimate aspiration for the Kuki community. This demand is rooted in the historical injustices faced by the Kuki people and their ongoing struggle for autonomy, cultural preservation, and self-determination. The call for Kukuland is not merely a political maneuver. It is a necessary acknowledgement of the sacrifices made by the Kuki people in the fight for India's independence. The Kuki community has faced significant challenges in preserving their cultural identity and securing their rights within the Indian state. The demand for a separate state is a response to the historical marginalization and fragmentation of their community, and it seeks to restore their dignity and autonomy. The importance of recognizing Kuki sacrifices. Granting Kuki land would serve as a powerful recognition of the Kuki people's sacrifices for India. The Kuki individuals who fought in the INA and other freedom movements did so with the hope of a free and just India. Their contributions to the struggle for independence should not be forgotten or overlooked. By acknowledging their sacrifices through the establishment of Kukuland, the Indian government would send a strong message of inclusivity and respect for the diverse identities that make up the nation. Please subscribe to Zalengam Media and share the video to support minority Kukis in India.